Michael Holbrook Pennyman Junior. But for all over the world, Mika.
Yeah, but no, not all, even in my house, with my mother, sempre Mika. Però non mi piace il nome Michael, il nome di mio papà.
Ah, esatto, perché
La tradizione in America è che il primo figlio è sempre lo stesso nome che il padre, però mia mamma non le piace e la prima giornata della mia vita io sono Mika.
Mika, è la mamma che ti ha dato questo nome.
Perché in francese io sono nato in Beirut e dopo abbiamo abitato a Parigi. Per questo Michael.
Ma è bellissima questa cosa. A parte parli un italiano perfetto.
No.
You speak no, it's perfect Italian.
Grazie a Simona Ventura.
Thank you, grazie.
Sul tavolo di XFactor Simona Ventura mi aiuta. Mi aiuto con...
Sì, mi aiuta.
Con
italiano.
Italiano, sì.
E you help me in English. Tu mi aiuti in inglese?
Sì, un po'?
Sì, molto.
Okay, va bene, sono contento.
Sei contento? Allora sei il primo di quanti fratelli?
No, io sono il primo figlio, 3 fratella,
3 sorelle?
3 sorelle e un fratello.
Fantastico, bellissimo. Una grande famiglia.
Una grande famiglia libanese,
Mediterranea. Ma senti, la tua infanzia com'è stata? Com'eri quando eri bambino?
Difficile un po', però un po' incontrollabile. Però nostra famiglia è una famiglia di abbastanza bohemiana.
Sì, bohemienne, sì.
Bohemienne.
Il francese tu lo sai molto bene.
Ouais, français je peux parler. Italiano?
I don't know francese.
But you know, our family, we were 5 kids and we were living in a very traditional part of Paris, surrounded by a lot of people who were very traditional and very snobby. And so we were this kind of very difficult, chaotic group of people who were like a war zone all the time in our apartment, all the time.
Come sono stati i tuoi inizi di cantante?
I got kicked out of school. Okay. I got expelled from school at the age of 8, 9, and yeah, I had nothing to do. I had a lot of dyslexic problems. I couldn't read, I couldn't write, and so as a result, my mother was just like, you know what, forget it. School is a disaster for him. We'll keep him out of school for a year and let him just go to the park.
Okay.
And maybe let him learn how to sing or play the piano, and maybe then he'll become happy again. And if he's happy, then, you know, I would have a chance of actually fixing myself.
Non sembra, perché tu, alcuni giornali dicono che tu hai venduto 35 milioni di dischi, alcuni giornali 28, 28 o 35.
No, it's much less than that. I wish it was that much. No, but it's not. It's like around 9.
9 million.
Yeah.
It's good. No,
Yeah,
not
it's, no, I'm not complaining. But it's not 38 or 31 or 28.
Com'è stato l'inizio? Was it difficult or not for you?
It was yeah, of course it was difficult. I mean, I had various beginnings. I had various transformations in my career. So when I was a boy, I started to learn how to sing, and I got good very quickly. So I started singing opera from the age of 12, 11. I was singing professionally at the Royal Opera House in London, in Strauss operas, and Vaughan Williams, and Benjamin Britten. I recorded with the Royal Opera House, and it kind of went on and on from there. And then I went and studied opera at a conservatory in London. Oh. And after that, after that I left without graduating in order to make my first album. So I had 2 lives, the classical life and the pop life. In the classical life, it was about the discipline, it was more academic, so it was good. And it helped me deal with the constant failure of my life as a songwriter and as a pop musician, because every single day was another door being slammed in my face and me trying again. But luckily I had 2. I had classical, which was academic and continued, and I had this very bumpy pop career that was hard.
Yes, it's very important, to have so big musical culture.
It's really important. It's so sad that nowadays around the world, like I look at what happens in the States at the moment, and music is not being taught in most state schools. It's not being taught. They've cut the budgets for all music, and you sit there and you're like, music and art are not being taught. It's just absolutely insane.
Cosa pensi di XFactor dopo che hai fatto il giudice? Cosa pensi di queste audizioni? Pensi che l'Italia abbia molti talenti musicali?
I think posso in inglese? Okay. I think it's been really fascinating for me because I see so many different cultures of singing that are so regional, and we've lost that in the UK. We've lost that absolutely in America, except for, no, we haven't. There's still country, but still, it's eroded, especially in the UK. But here it's like all these different, very particular styles. People sing like their accent in Italian. An accent is the same thing as someone's voice, and it's been very interesting for me. It's almost been an educational process.
Oh, very good.
I find the standard is very high. I think that the standard is very high and very, very diverse. You've got a pig farmer who's incredible. You've got a little girl with a ukulele who makes everyone shut up even though she sings like a little lamb. It's very diverse. You've got the people who belt out like as if they're the Italian Celine Dion, and so you've got all these different mixes. I think what's been very interesting for me is that music and television, the combination is an amazing one and a dangerous one at the same time. So two things for me have become very obvious, It's like the purity of a performer and the performance and someone's art, and the impurity of television, because TV is not pure.
No, it's not pure. I work for that, but it's not pure.
And you need to be very strong, like you. You need to be very strong and very, very determined in your vision to keep yourself pure and good within television. So I think that within XFactor, what is interesting is the platform that is given to these singers, and it's a platform that is amazing. But we cannot forget that the environment that they are in for 2 or 3 months is an artificial one. It's singers being propelled to stardom, propelled to being famous and visible, surrounded by televisions. But what is important, and what we've discussed a lot, is what is going to happen when the cameras disappear to these people, to these singers. And so
for me too is
at this stage of the home visit, there are no freaks. There are no jokes. There are no freaks. There are very strong flavors. There's no one that's just being used for the sake of the show. Of course, in the auditions, there's entertainment, and there's people who are like, what are you doing here? But at this stage, it's all like, we're trying to find singers who will survive when the cameras disappear, and that, to me, keeps the intentions of the show pure, and that's very important.
Dove sarai domani, Mika? Where will you be tomorrow?
Io stasera sono in Bordeaux, domani in Nantes, dopodomani in Libanon,
Oh my God! Bello.
in Beirut, dopo Beirut in sud di Francia, in Antibes, per un concerto. E dopo di questo non lo so. Dopo di questo non lo so. Sono un po' confuso.
Tu sei un cittadino del mondo.
No, io sono una valigia, a bruised, how do you say, a beaten up suitcase.
Sì, una valigia consumata.
Io sono una valigia consumata.
Sono molto orgogliosa di stare vicino a te.
Anch'io. Grazie mille,
Grazie
veramente.
mille.
But be careful, I may steal some of your jewelry.
No, it's not mine. Otherwise, I give a present for you.